Lohit, unmute yourself and tell me the screen is visible and audible. Lohit?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Say, last class we discussed about the joining processes. In joining processes, in your syllabus, they have mentioned welding. In that, you have arc welding, gas welding, tungsten inert gas welding, metal inert gas welding. Like that, you have a lot of welding processes. We discussed arc welding and gas welding, and the advantages and disadvantages, applications of a welding process, and the classification of welding processes. Next, the mainly classification of welding processes, fusion and a non-fusion, using pressure or non-pressure, and using heat or non-heat. So like that, using electric current also, you have different types of welding processes. Next, come to the point. First, electric arc welding. Yesterday we discussed about arc welding process. The left side diagram indicates the setup or the constructional features of arc welding process, and this is the principle of arc welding process. There will be two types of transformers are available. One is single phase and the other one is three phase. All of you seen the single phase. You might have seen in a building they use a small transformer. In that they carry out the working of joining of the steel pipes and tubes and all those things. They are using single phase 230 volts and 5 to 15 amps current. So what happens in a transformer? The voltage reduces to 230 to 40 volts or 440 to 40 volts, 30 amps to the current is increased to 30 amps to 200 to 400 amps, depending upon the type of application, the thickness of the sheets to be welded or components to be welded. And this is the electric arc welding principle. That is the principle of operation of electric arc welding process. Next, this is one. This is also a flux shielded metal arc welding. The same type process. Please, all of you write down flux shielded metal arc welding. That is same, but they have mentioned arc welding is different and flux shielded metal arc welding. All of you observe. Please write down. This is also same as arc welding. The electrode which has the coating which is made of iron oxide and beryllium, and they use the transformer. All of you observe here.
ಇವನು ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ
ಬಂದ್ರ ಜಾಯ್ನ್ ಆದ್ರ?
ಹಲೋ ಸರ್.
ಜಾಯ್ನ್ ಆದ್ರ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ?
ಹಲೋ
ಹಲೋ.
ಸರ್, ಇದು ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ವೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಹೊರಗಡೆ.
ಅದೇ ಹ್ಞೂ ನಮ್ಮ ಜಾಯ್ನ್ ಆಗ ಕೇಳು.
ಸರಿ, ಓಕೆ ಸರ್.
All of you write down flux shielded metal arc welding. Flux shielded metal arc welding. In bracket write down F has flux shielded, M metal, A arc, W for welding. Flux shielded metal arc welding. Write down the rough diagram of right side diagram. This is the direction of welding. This is the flux coating, which is made of iron oxide and beryllium. And this is the core wire or electrode wire made of mild steel. See, this is the globules of molten metal. Just like a balloon, the welding metal pool is covered by flux, that is covered after the welding process. It's converted into slag, and this is the solidified slag. This is the weld metal, the pellet where you have carried out the welding process. This is the molten metal pool. The gray color indicates molten metal pool. See, all of you, please write down the flux shielded metal arc welding, FSMAW. This is the principle of operation of flux shielded metal arc welding. So when you struck the electrode to the workpiece joint, what will happen? An arc is established between the electrode and the workpiece joint. The arc has the temperature of 4000 degrees centigrade, which is maximum enough to melt the workpiece, melt the edges of the workpiece. After 2 to 5 minutes or 2 to 10 minutes, depending upon thickness, the weld solidifies and the joint is ready. And after the drying or solidification of the welded joint, remove the slag by using chipping or the chisel and hammer. And this is the constructional features of the metal arc welding. This is the electrode, and this is the weld pool. There is a liquid metal, and this is the slag layer. This is the solidified weld, and this is the workpiece, and the table is grounded. And this is the principle of operation of flux shielded metal arc welding. Now you all of you write down tungsten inert gas welding, TIG, tungsten inert gas welding. Come to the point. First, go through, all of you write down tungsten inert gas welding, in bracket write down TIG. All of you observe here. This is the tungsten electrode. This is the gas nozzle. The arrow mark indicates the inert gas, argon or neon or sometimes sodium chloride, argon, neon, the inert gas which is supplied in this direction. This is the welding direction. This is the arc. Arc is established between the workpiece joint, and this is the filler rod, and this is the tungsten electrode which creates the arc between the workpiece and the tungsten electrode. The joint is filled with filler wire, filler metal. The filler metal usually made of same of the metal to be joined, or sometimes the regular electrodes are available which is made of mild steel or sometimes alloy steel. Nowadays stainless steel welding rods are also available, so from that they fill the gap. So what is the necessity of using argon or neon for welding process? Say some components particularly used in aircraft and helicopter and space shuttle and spacecraft, they require the strong joint. So it should be corrosion resistance, oxidation resistance, and mainly the very strong joint is required. See, in those components, they use tungsten inert gas welding. You have the very good strong joint. That is the advantage of using tungsten inert gas welding. The inert gas which covers the welded joint starting and to the till the end of the welding process, so that there is no oxidation of the joint. If oxidation happens to the joint, what will happen? The joint becomes brittle. For that reason, the joint should be covered with the inert gas, that is argon and neon. All of you observe here, this is the principle of operation of tungsten inert gas welding. This is the complete setup of the tungsten inert gas welding. All of you go through the one by one. See the GTAW, gas arc tungsten welding, power supply, control tube, and in the tube only the inert gas is supplied to the joint, and this is the tungsten electrode. The table is grounded and shielding gas. So electric arc established between tungsten and the workpiece joint. All of you observe here, this is the joint. You have to fill this joint with the tungsten inert gas welding process. This is the filler rod. Usually the filler rod is made of the same type of base metal or mild steel or copper, alloy steel, stainless steel, depending upon the type of metal workpieces to be welded. This is the 2D diagram of the same thing which you have color diagram. This is the 2D diagram. This is the gaseous shield, filler metal, the collet, and the pipe where the inert gas is supplied to the joint. Then this is the tungsten electrode weld bead or the welded joint. This is the workpiece, and the workpiece is grounded. See, this is the principle of operation of tungsten inert gas welding. What is the necessity of using inert gas? Inert gas avoids the oxidation of the joint, because the temperature of the metal of the electrode as well as the base metal, which is more than 3000 degrees centigrade, which easily oxidize with the atmosphere. In order to avoid the oxidation of the joint, they use the inert gas. They use inert gas. And this is the principle of operation of tungsten inert gas welding. And this is the advantage, disadvantages, and applications. Please, all of you, write down an arc. First title, write down principle of operation of inert gas welding. The pressure which is used here, the inert gas pressure, which ranges from 0.1 to 0.15 newtons per millimeter square. So, and the power supply is usually DC. As I told you, there will be two types of transformers are available, single phase and three phase. Depending upon thickness of the metal, you can use single phase or three phase. If the thickness is less than 30 millimeter, you can use single phase. If the thickness is more than 30 millimeter, you can go for three phase. Depending upon the thickness of the workpiece to be joined, according to that, you can use the welding transformer. Now you write down principle of operation of tungsten inert gas welding, TIG. In bracket, write down TIG. Write down an arc. An arc is struck between non-consumable tungsten electrode. All of you underline non-consumable tungsten electrode. In TIG, the tungsten electrode will not be consumed. In metal inert gas welding, MIG welding, there they use consumable tungsten electrode. You remember the difference between TIG and MIG. In TIG, tungsten inert gas welding, the electrode is not used, is not consumed, but in metal inert gas welding, the tungsten electrode is consumed. The coil of electrode is supplied along with the tube which supplies the inert gas. But in case of tungsten inert gas welding, non-consumable tungsten electrode, underline all of you, non-consumable tungsten electrode is used. Underline the complete sentence. Non-consumable tungsten electrode is used. And the workpiece in the presence of an inert gas such as helium or argon, which is passed near or around the arc. Remember, passed near or around the arc, thereby creates a gas shield. Full stop. This welding process is referred as tungsten inert gas welding. Tungsten inert gas welding. In bracket, write down TIG. A filler rod is made of same as the base metal or stainless steel, alloy steel, and low carbon steel. Is used to fill and supply the fill and supply the molten metal to the joint. Full stop. In TIG welding, inert gas pressure of 1.1 to 0.15 newtons per millimeter square is used. the transformer, the single phase or three phase, not FSCE, it's a PHASE, single phase or three phase transformer of DC supply is used. This is the principle of operation of tungsten inert gas welding process. Inert gas welding process. Here the advantage, say the inert gas welding is suitable for thin and thick metal, and the joint is very strong, and there is no slag formation. The joint is very clean, and which is free from oxide, corrosion and other oxide on the joint. These are the advantages. Disadvantages, the process is a little bit difficult, and the cost of tungsten electrode and the gas, the inert gas used, are costly. The operator should be experienced one. For that reason, skilled operator is required, and the process is very slow. So these are the few disadvantages. And applications used for both welding of ferrous and non-ferrous metals, and aircraft components, chemical plants, and some applications are mentioned here. You can write all the applications where you can use the tungsten inert gas welding process. Next, you come to the point, very important, metal inert gas welding. Metal inert gas welding. The difference between the TIG welding, you are using the straight welding tungsten electrode, but in metal inert gas welding you are using coil of electrode. In TIG the electrode is consumed, electrode is non-consumed, but here the electrode is consumed. Continuous supply of the electrode is required in metal inert gas welding. The coil which contains the electrode, which supplies the continuous electrode to the joint. Instead of using the single tungsten electrode, they use the coil of tungsten electrode, which is continuously supplied to the joint. All of you observe here, this is the shielding gas, usually argon and near the solid wire electrode that is coming from the coil, wire guide and the contact tube, solid weld metal and the molten metal weld pool, and this is the electrode. An arc is struck between the workpiece and the electrode, and the shielding gas which covers the joint, and this is the nozzle where the gas is supplied to the joint, and the complete joint is covered with inert gas, usually argon or helium, used to cover the joint. So this is the 2D diagram of the metal inert gas welding process. Remember, in your lifetime in TIG you are using solid tungsten electrode, which is not consumed, which is not used. Continuously the welding rod is present, but here the welding rod is consumed and the welding rod is supplied in coil form. The continuous supply of electrode is take place. Instead of using filler rod, you can use the welding rod itself as the filler metal, which fills the gap and makes the contact, makes the fused contact and fills the joint. And this is the principle of operation of metal inert gas welding, MIG, TIG and MIG. This is the gas supply and this is the nozzle and this is the tungsten electrode which is consumable, which is consumed in the welding process, and the arc is struck between the electrode and the joint workpiece, and the complete workplace joint place is covered with the inert gas, and the filler rod melts and fills the gap and the joint is ready. The using of inert gas in tungsten inert gas welding as well as in metal inert gas welding in order to avoid the oxidation of the joint. Oxidation of the joint. All of you, please write down the rough diagram. Rough diagram of metal inert gas welding. In bracket, write down MIG. MIG. Rough diagram. Here also you can use single phase or three phase depending upon the type of metal and also thickness of the joint. The main advantage of using metal inert gas here, no requirement of filler rod. The tungsten electrode itself acts as a filler metal or filler rod. No filler rod is required in metal inert gas welding, but in tungsten inert gas welding you require filler metal. You are using solid rod type of electrode in TIG. Here there is no filler rod is used for filling of the gap. All of you, please write down rough diagram. Rough diagram of metal inert gas welding. In bracket, write down MIG. And this is the gas supply, this is the power supply, this is the wire coil made of tungsten wire which is continuously supplied to the joint. This is the tube and this is the nozzle where you can supply the tube, and this is the guide tube which supplies the continuous supply of electrode which is guided by the guide tube. Now you write down the principle of operation of metal inert gas welding. Principle of operation of metal inert gas welding. Underline that. Underline that. Write down few points. Metal inert gas welding. Metal inert gas welding. Metal inert gas welding, in bracket MIG, in which the workpiece is joined by the heat obtained from obtained from an electric arc struck between a metal tungsten consumable electrode in bracket written uncoated coming from the rollers which supplies continuous electrode wire, continuous supply of tungsten electrode wire to the joint and the workpiece in the presence of helium helium or argon or sodium dioxide and carbon dioxide. Full stop. The consumable tungsten electrode wire itself acts as a filler metal. Full stop. No extra filler metal is required for metal inert gas welding. And now you write down advantages. Go through the advantages one by one.
Metal inert gas welding is process is fast and economical. The cost of welding is less compared to TIG. The weld deposition rate is very high. So because the continuous supply of electrode is present, for that reason, the deposition rate is high. So, and no need to use the flux for welding process because the process is controlled by supply of inert gas, which covers the joint. There is no oxidation of the metal. And the process can be automated. That is, you can make the process automation. The process automation means you can make the continuous joint of the metal sheet, and also you can automate the process. Automation is easy for MIG welding. And disadvantages, the initial cost of the machine and the welding equipments are very high, and the skilled operator is required, and the process is sometimes slow, depending upon the supply of inert gas and the electrical power. And the applications, as I told you earlier, the used in automobile industry, spacecraft, aircraft, and chemical industry, and some of the industries where the corrosion is the main problem. In dairy industry and chemical industries, they use the MIG welding for joining of stainless steel and non-ferrous metal. These are the applications of the metal inert gas welding. Now you write down, all of you, please write down the question. This is very important. Mark it, all of you, very important. In question number 8, almost all the question paper, you have this question. Write down, explain briefly with neat sketch. Explain briefly with neat sketch tungsten inert gas welding. Tungsten inert gas welding. In bracket, write down TIG. Close the bracket. Put a question mark. I repeat, explain briefly with neat sketch tungsten inert gas welding. In bracket, write down TIG. Put a question mark. List the applications. First list the advantages and disadvantages or limitations. Or the same type of question, you have option in the examination. You can answer this question or the next question. Explain briefly with neat sketch. Metal inert gas welding. Metal inert gas welding. Put a question mark. MIG. Before question mark, write down MIG in bracket. Put a question mark. MIG. List the advantages and disadvantages or limitations. Among two questions, TIG on MIG, one is 100% guarantee in the examination. One is 100% guarantee. You mark it 10 marks question guarantee in the examination. This is very, very important. TIG or MIG. Almost all the question paper, you have this question. This is a very, very important. Now I stop at this stage. I will continue in the next class. Now all of you, please write your name and USN in the chat box and answer roll call. All of you, please unmute yourself. Hemant Nuchin.
Present, sir.
Kartika MK.
Present, sir.
Manoj YB.
Yes, sir.
Mohan Raj MB.
Present, sir.
Abhiram HA. Okay. Mohan Raj, okay. Abhiram HA. Kartik AM.
Sir.
Bhagat HR. Pavan HR.
Present, sir.
Kumaraswamy. Akshay M. Patil.
Present, sir.
Harshavardhan. Anush.
Present, sir.
Dhananjay.
Yes, sir.
Chhatrapati.
Yes, sir.
Mohammad Raza.
Yes, sir.
Nazma Khanum.
Yes, sir.
Hemant. Krutik.
Sir.
Sushant.
Yes, sir.
Pratik S.
Yes, sir.
Nayaz Sharif.
Yes, sir.
Chandan RC.
Yes, sir.
Dawood Rasool.
Yes, sir.
Malhar Vivekanand.
Yes, sir.
Nishchit Gowda.
Present, sir.
Jishan Ahmad.
Present, sir.
Harsha MR.
Present, sir.
Bhairappa Hegde. Prema H.
Yes, sir.
Lohit Kumar.
Yes, sir.
Nutan.
Present, sir.
Dhanush.
Sir.
Sharath Madik.
Present, sir.
Danish Bhatt.
Present, sir.
Prathamesh.
Present, sir.
ಹರ್ಷವರ್ಧನ್. ಯಾಕೋ ಹರ್ಷವರ್ಧನ್ ಏನೇನೋ ಹಾಕಿದೀಯಾ? ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಎ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ವಿತ್ ಮೈ ಮೈಕ್. ಹರ್ಷವರ್ಧನ್ ಸಿ ಸರಟೆ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್. ಓಕೆ ನೋ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್. ನನಗೆ ಆಮೇಲೆ ಕಾಲ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಹೇಳ್ರಪ್ಪ, ನಿಮ್ಮನ್ನ ನಂಬ್ತೀನಿ ನಾನು, ಡೋಂಟ್ ವರಿ. ನೌ ಐ ಸ್ಟಾಪ್ ಇಟ್ ದಿಸ್ ಡೇ. Abhiram H. Okay. Next. Anybody else?
So, Nutan.
Okay. Next. Anybody else? Okay. Now I stop at this stage. I will continue in the next class.